And Clark, what you talked about that really resonates with me is the assists, because they were the best in the league. Clearly a result of wonderful offensive execution and, of course, unselfishness. It didn't seem to matter who was taking the shot. That team always tried to find the open man.
Tristan Thompson, a ferocious offensive rebounder, top 5 overall in that category last season. For a young player, still only 23, you've got to love his activity on the glass.
Duncan brings the double team. Varejão's shot is good. Spurs trail by 15. It's Parker outside. Good! Parker's got 8 points. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will. Not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game, and actually nearly the entire game, and no matter what unit was out there, looked like a mismatch to me.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Leonard against LeBron. Up and in on the layup. James has got 13 points.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
For San Antonio, they've gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here.
Into the lineup for the Cavaliers.
Kawhi Leonard has been talked about and mentioned as the future of this San Antonio Spurs team. 23 years old is all he is, and already a great defender and a much improved shooter from his days at San Diego State.
Kevin Love's checked in for Anderson Varejão. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, last season, the Spurs made history, becoming the first team to finish a season with every player averaging under 30 minutes a game. Pop said, "We've been resting guys since I've been here. I think it extends their careers." Kevin, the league once fined the Spurs $250,000 for resting their stars, but the rings speak for themselves.
And surprising that more teams don't adopt that approach to us. Thank you.
Overall, I haven't seen the same type of success that they initially had from beyond the arc. I think it may be because they're rushing a little bit. They're still getting good looks, but now they've got to make sure their feet are set and they're shooting with confidence.
You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's that open.
That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession.
And a moment now to check out the lowdown on the numbers for Tim Duncan. Coming off an excellent season last year, he averaged about 15 points a game, 9 rebounds and 3 assists. And it's the kind of run we've seen from him so many times in the past.
But no matter how many times we do see him have a stretch like this, Steve, it still leaves us shaking our heads in amazement and admiration.
The drive by James, and that one's good. James has got 15 points.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Now here's Marion. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Love the pass to Marion. 6 on the shot clock. They grab their own miss. And here's Love from the arc. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
Not the best shot. Long range and with a defender right in his space.
And defensively, that's the kind of work he's known for. I mean, he loves to lock you up.
Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead get down to 9 in the bucket from Leonard. Now here's James. A 32-point game for him in the win against New Orleans. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. The Cavaliers have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. First one falls for him. Both teams deciding to change it up. And both free throws good for LeBron. It's Parker outside. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And we've reached halftime in this one. Cavaliers lead by 11. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He's got 17 points, and he's put one three-pointer on the board.
Yeah, he's got to take his time behind the arc.
The Cavs just never really built any consistency last year for long stretches. And, you know, when that happens, it's hard to get wins away from home.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, the two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Irving is out there with Marion, and it's Varejao in at the 5 down low. So he gets them both. Cleveland, as you said, struggling on the road last year, only 14 road wins. That's not going to cut it. Leonard attacking. And it's good in the assist by Parker. And that's now 9 points for Kawhi Leonard. Outside Irving. Marion kicks to Varejao. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, a big part of the problem for Cleveland last year was talent on the roster, so we can assume things will be different. Clark on the road for him this season.
Things are going to be different in a lot of ways as long as LeBron is leading the way. And they'll be on the same page. He'll make sure of that. So look for a lot different outcomes in Cleveland.
Anderson Varejao hits them both.
Well, Anderson Varejao staying relatively healthy last season. That's to say he only missed 17 games. And that's a far cry from his previous 3 seasons where he played a total of just 81 games.
Parker's shot is off.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Here's the hook. And they double him up with LeBron. Love wide open. He fires. Sinks the triple. And Varejao, Steve, has shown flashes of all-star caliber production.